Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the PrEP, that is fluorescence recovery after photobleaching. The fluorescence recovery after photobleaching is described for the first time by Axelford et al. In 1976. It is used to measure the rate of lateral diffusion of membrane proteins and the lipids. The technique involves the use of fluorescent molecules or fluorophore to label the surface molecules to be analyzed. The region of interest, that is ROI, is photobleached by exposing the region to high intensity laser or to intense light for a prolonged period. The photobleaching or simply bleaching is the process in which fluorophore undergoes irreversible loss of its ability to emit the light. The photobleaching of fluorochromes require excitation and presence of molecular oxygen. The fluorophore is bleached by using light wavelengths that are not absorbed by other molecules of living cells such as enzymes, proteins, nucleic acids, etc. As a result, these components of cell will not be affected by photobleaching and we can use the FRAP on living cells without compromising its integrity. The bleached area slowly recover fluorescence as bleached molecules diffuse away from region of interest while fluorescent molecules slowly move in. Hence, the technique is called fluorescence recovery after photobleaching. The speed of recovery of photobleach is directly proportional to the rate of lateral diffusion of fluorescent molecules. The photobleaching experiments are conducted by using the confocal laser scanning microscopes. The microscope uses high intensity laser for bleaching and low intensity laser for image recording. Three different image sequences are obtained after photobleaching. Pre-bleach sequence uses low intensity laser. Bleach sequence is obtained using high intensity laser, while post-bleach sequence is obtained by the low intensity laser. Applications of PrEP. The technique was originally developed to measure the rate of lateral transport of proteins and lipids in biological membranes. It is nowadays used to study molecular diffusion, protein dynamics, or interactions between the cellular components. The binding dynamics between various cellular components can also be studied by using FRAP. The organization and mobility of lipids in biological membranes can be studied by FRAP. The cellular transduction and ligand binding sites can be studied by the FRAP. The PrEP can be used to differentiate diffusion from systemic transport processes like electrophoresis, convective flow, etc. The PrEP finds its application in the determining the ratio of mobile to immobile components of heterogeneous systems like cell surfaces. The another modification of PrEP is inverse PrEP. It was developed by Dundr et al. In 2002. This technique is inverted version of PrEP, hence it is called the iPrEP, or that is inverse PrEP. It involves bleaching the entire cell except the region of interest, while PrEP involves bleaching the region of interest. Though the technique is time consuming due to need of bleaching entire cell, it is highly useful to study the diffusion kinetics of the molecules. Studying the molecules in small organelles and their interaction with either cytoplasm or other organelles. Drawbacks. Since living cells are motile, it is difficult to track the region of interest for photobleaching. Since living cells are three-dimensional in nature, PrEP produces 3D cones instead of 2D circles. Due to change in the shape of this 3D cone, complex bleached zones are produced. Fluorophores like GFP exhibit a state of darkness independent of bleaching by laser. So, some molecules in region of interest can become fluorescent even after photo bleaching. Thank you.